A Christmas night shooting in the capital city leaves one man dead. We'll have the latest. The holiday shopping frenzy continued today as customers still on the lookout for more bargains. Plus, with many hitting the stores, others were out keeping the streets clean from all the holiday trash. And the Decision 2012 presidential campaign trail a little over a week before the Iowa caucuses. How are the GOP candidates prepping for the big day?
Coverage, community, commitment. This is WSFA 12 News at 5.
A Christmas night shooting leaves one man dead. Good evening. I'm Tametria Conner. Mark and Val have the night off. Montgomery police are still searching for the suspect. The shooting happened around 8:30 last night in the 300 block of Larchmont Drive in Montgomery. Today, police released the name of the victim. They tell us 25-year-old Javarion Mushat was gunned down on Christmas in front of his kids. They also tell us they have a good lead on the identity of the suspect, but no one is in custody at this point. Stay with WSFA 12 News for the latest developments as they become available. Well, following this holiday weekend, shoppers were out in full force in the mood to spend. Retail analysts estimate when all the shopping is done this season, Americans will spend nearly 4% more than last year, which adds up to about $470 billion. WSFA 12 News reporter Hannah Lane has the story. And here's something to keep in mind. It's estimated that in the past decade since gift cards took off, some $41 billion worth of gift cards have gone unspent due to people losing or forgetting to use the cards. Well, many River Region residents decided to hit the stores hoping to cash in on the after Christmas sales. Instead of sleeping in this morning, some shoppers headed to Eastdale Mall, where stores opened early this morning. Bargain hunters say they just couldn't pass up on those great deals.
I've seen a lot of different sales ads I know for Belks and Pennies, they're running really good sales, so I think that'll make it well worth our time.
Retailers get really excited, especially here at Eastdale Mall, about the day after Christmas. You see a lot of people that are still wanting to take in the festive holiday atmosphere. People have time off work, so they come out and shop with their families. And again, a lot of people may have received gift cards, and they're very anxious to come out and spend those and make Christmas last a little longer.
Some of the stores only offer certain deep discounts today, so for you bargain shoppers, you have a few more hours to shop and save. And there's no rest for the weary. The entire sanitation department for the city of Montgomery had to work today, even though it's a city holiday. 300 sanitation workers were busy picking up 600 tons of garbage from 35,000 homes across the city. And that's just today's pickup. Supervisor Robert Spifer says he doesn't mind, especially in light of the fact they'll get double pay.
I'm just glad to have a job after 18 years of doing it. I'm just glad to thank the Lord that we have a job, you know.
One thing we learned today, Spifer says he noticed a huge increase in the number of boxes needed to be picked up. That's a pretty good indicator that the city could end up having a healthy season in terms of sales tax revenues. And when you're ready to take the decorations down and put them back in the attic, you should also think about what to do with your Christmas tree. The City of Montgomery and Montgomery Clean City Commission have a tree recycling program. It will be Saturday, January 7th. On that day, you can take your discarded tree to any of the city's regular Saturday trash pickup points from 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. And more on stories making headlines around the state. A new teenage trend sparks concern among drug educators. Smoking Smarties. According to experts, teens crush certain types of candy, then snort or inhale it. Experts say children are literally inhaling sugar into their bodies, which could harm the upper respiratory system or lead to nasal cavity infections. And down in Pritchard, officials are considering a teen curfew more than 3 months after a similar measure in nearby Mobile. Authorities say it could bar those under the age of 18 from remaining in public places after 11 p.m. on school nights and midnight on weekends and holidays. We could be facing a nationwide crackdown on cell phones as federal regulators want to take the phone out of your hands while driving. But how do you stop people from talking or texting when they are behind the wheel? So again, this cell control system costs $25 for the device and $8 a month for up to 6 phones. At this point, it does not work on the iPhone, but they're hoping to change that early next year. And you've probably noticed some changes to your Facebook page recently. And whether you love it or hate it, the new timeline format, social media experts warn we need to pay attention to what we've posted. The new timeline feature will be a chronological organization of everything you've posted on Facebook.
You set up your timeline, it's important to go through and really kind of take a look at what you've got on there and think about, do you want that to be indexed in search and have everybody be able to find it? Or do you want just your friends and family to be able to see it? Do you maybe want to delete those college party pictures?
Users will have 7 days to make the transition to the new Facebook, or it will happen automatically. Well, next at 5, new tests have been performed on the Enfamil baby formula believed to have killed a Missouri infant. The latest on the results, plus the GOP contenders still on the campaign trail will have their latest in their race for the White House. And teachers help mold and inspire the minds of younger generations each day. We'll show you how you can show your appreciation for a shining teacher star in your life. Well, 7 people were found shot to death inside of an apartment in North Texas on Christmas morning. Authorities have not released much information about the incident, but the neighbors say they are shocked and have never heard any problems coming from the apartment. Police received a 911 call from inside the apartment, and when no one responded to the operator, they rushed to the scene. But officers still say the scene is even startling to them.
Actually, we're living here last 4 years. But we never saw before, and that neighbor is very good, very quiet, and we never have a problem.
I've been with this police department for 12 years, and this is probably the most tragic thing that I've certainly been involved with.
2 handguns were found near the bodies. The 7 victims ranged from 15 to 58 years old. In Decision 2012 news, after a very brief Christmas break, Republicans are heading back on the campaign trail. With just 8 days to go till the Iowa caucuses, many votes are still undecided, so new ads are running and several candidates will be sharing the highways on bus tours. Jennifer Johnson has the latest. The Iowa caucuses take place next Tuesday, January 3rd. Well, we knew the dry weather wouldn't last for long. Meteorologist Jeff Jumper says the next batch of rain is moving in, and it could be heavy at times. He spills the wet weather details of his Doppler 12 storm vision forecast next.
I see a couple of them up there.
God,
you know what?
Interesting.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Is it bad that I eat all the Halloween candy? There's nothing left.
No, that's okay. That's okay. The candy corn always seems to stick around for a little while, though. No one ever wants to seem to eat that, so throw it on a cookie.
Neat idea. Cool. All right, thank you, Jeff. And we love our teachers, don't we? Well, Judd Davis will be in next to tell you how you can nominate your top educator. Stay with us. Every Monday night, we'd like to salute the teachers who are making a difference in the classroom. WSFA 12 News anchor Judd Davis tells us how you can nominate your favorite teacher for the Class Act Award. Well, still ahead, more on how you can show off your holiday and New Year photos. And as we head to break, here's a look at the top 5 stories right now on WSFA.com.